Let's debunk the myth that your desire to power will lead you to corruption, and to bring the understanding when you really stepping to your true source power. It's transformative energy that will make a true difference for you and for the others. How I know about it? It's been a while when I, as a very analytical and controlling person, uh, decided to dive into a deeper transformations to learn more who I am as the person, as the human being beyond that mind mind chatter and over controlling and over analyzing parts. And I thought that's my even was even in some leadership training, that's there were some unfolding of the style that I am they have from controlling, analyzing, to supporting and promoting. They have like four styles how people operate, and that went deeper, through transformation of physical transformation, mental, emotional, and spiritual. And today, the focus is more on the mental and showing where that true power of the mental honesty is so necessary to really unfold your true potential and stop fearing your power and keep tapping to your source power, where you operate from your wholeness, from not just your mind, and but your body, and from your heart and from your spirit, when they united and coming as one unit, and you can take it for adventures in your world and interactions with the others, and really experience the true power source, as well as creating more of that mental honesty. Unfortunately, so much is going on right now, and I don't believe I am alone. I've been observing, so I know that I'm not alone, because even the last couple of days, what is transpiring and intensity and speed of that can really take a lot of out of the mind, of the body, of the heart and spirit, and in that self-preservation, and avoiding some of that pain. It could be so easily to create that disconnections, and become even creating more of that selfishness, because it's so intense that it's hard to step into that power. And when you start leaning back, because you burning your mind, you burning your body, you burning your nervous system, and don't know, start losing your head actually, and don't know what to do about it. So that's where we actually have that opportunity and window to start coming to that awakening process, and recognizing that it's time to really truly step to our potential, to step and create that connection and operate with ourselves, with our source. If in my case, I believe in God, divine, universe, to really operate from that wholeness, to create more of that awakening and expansion of your presence, operating from the best version of you, because that will benefit you, but also benefit others, and create more of that awakening experience for you, that you can role model for others, that it's possible. Because there are, in all, like I described, the situation and intensity that is coming right now, it's more visionary and heart-centered leaders are needed to be more conscious and not less conscious, and hiding behind the pain, and hiding behind the fear, that in that self-preservation and being more selfish, but actually selfless is operating from the source power is also meaning operating from the selfless, even taking to consideration ourselves, and coming from the true potential. It's becoming a selfless, because then you can be of true service, not to keep giving the power away to others, but standing in your power and role modeling and giving permission for others to move through their pains and through their transformative process, and seeing you as the role model and example. Well, if she did it, I can do it too. It's possible for me, and bringing them to their potential, and not trying to force them, or not trying to push them or analyze them or judging them or guilting them, but really creating that presence, and your grounded presence with your source power, that there is a possibility for others to return back to their home, and through their to their source power, where they keep coming and making that difference for themselves and for the others, and living that their legacy, because their legacy is not something that gets to be postponed, but being lived every single day, and keep role modeling and keep stepping more into that best version of ourselves, to become more conscious. And that's where that true difference, and that's the bigger desire than the power. It's many times misunderstood when that mental honesty is not present, when we somehow lying to ourselves in that self-preservation, that our mind is trying to keep us safe, and we keep operating from our mind, and not in the cohesion of the mind, the connection with the body, with our heart, and with our spirit. When those parts are disconnected, the mind is running the show. It's becoming a freak show, and creates a lot of frictions, and lost and even deeper disconnections, because it's hard to make some conscious decision running on subconscious, and when other people involve in environments, and a lot of people kind of somehow resourcing to that lately, there are more also stepping into their source power and recognizing, but there's still many people and human beings that not aware what transformative process is taking place at this moment, and what to do about it. And when they keep remaining in their mind, they really can burn themselves much quicker and on the more severe levels, and it will be even harder to recover. So really, the importance of tuning more to that source power, and operating more from the conscious, to really make a difference for self, because then you are less prone to making some unconscious decisions, and giving away your power. And when you start getting tired, it's much easier to create that control or manipulation, because you don't know what to do, and you just attempting to self-preserve yourself to not go crazy. And when that start happening, keep somehow waking up quicker, and returning back to yourself, to reconnect to your whole cohesion with the mind, body, heart, and spirit, to step out again and create different reality for yourself and for others, and being that example and role model. It takes some practice, because it was model for many years. There's a lot of still examples of that use of the power as the force, as the control, as the manipulation. So the trust levels at this point are like really weak, because more of that is being actually shared and surfacing, that selfish power is taking place, and we somehow were taught to believe that's the only way to the power, for not just right now, but for generations and generations. It's not just happened yesterday. So somehow coming back online again as a true self, it takes some time and takes some practice to feel comfortable in your own skin again, and not just running from that mental fog, but mental clarity and mental honesty, where you can really experience that through source power, and create more of that awakening and enjoying your life and every single day, and not just running and don't know where you're running, because the mind can do really tricks of that attempts to running and controlling, and all of a sudden you don't know what to do, and other people start getting involved, so it's becoming even more harder, and from some guilt and programming of being of the service, you feel that you get to burn yourself, no matter what, to be of that service to others. You actually not very helpful, because you just role modeling for others is something that it shouldn't be even role model anymore. You get to, as the visionary, especially heart-centered leaders, and focusing more on women, because we do have a lot of power, and we were choosing to not to utilize, and either be becoming very submissive, and letting others controlling powers to overtake us, or somehow when we choosing to have enough of that over controlling power, to feeling that we taking power back when we start being controlling. And this is not what I'm talking about. It's still controlling and mind power and lacking mental honesty. What I'm talking about, that cohesion with your mind, with your heart, with your body, with your spirit, when that source power and your transformative energy is present, and then you start showing up much differently for yourself and for others, in that honesty, more honesty, for sure, and experience how powerful you can be with that connection, and what amazing and unbelievable things that you can accomplish on a daily basis, when you keep stepping more and redirecting yourself and operating from that source power. I'm calling that also inner home, inner self, to be able to make that true difference for myself and for others, and living my legacy on a daily basis, and not just postponing that for a better tomorrow, because it will never come if you will not tuning more and becoming more honest with yourself, and allowing your wholeness to run the show, and best version of yourself, and not just a fraction, just your mind that becomes manipulative and controlling, and you going back to that old belief that that's the only way to coexist. That's the only way to accomplish anything, and hopefully you start awakening to your potential, and start recognizing that it's not working, and at this point might be creating a frustration. Why would it used to work? That stepping to that controlling power is not no longer really that effective. It's just burning my brain, burning my body, burning my nervous circuits, and having that awakening, that well, maybe it's time for me to reconnect, coming back home. Then I can be of truer service to myself and to the others, and without that personal suffering, it's necessary, and have a much more space to make that true difference in your life, in other family life, community lives, businesses life, and in this world. That's where the need is is so great, to create that conscious and more conscious and transformation, to be of service to others, to create that space for others, and showing that it's possible, that people start noticing that role modeling is more important than the force, because people so used to being forced and experience a lot of control. However, when you experience that true power of the presence, when there's no judgments, when there's a lot of love, a lot of joy, peace, light present, and compassion, it's really a beautiful experience to experience. And the more you start feeling and tasting that, the more you want to experience, and still redirecting yourself, because the old programming might be taking charge, and becoming more awakening, and redirecting yourself quicker, and being compassionate, and having grace for yourself and forgiveness. When in all that awakening process, you might be start guilting yourself, why I allow for so long doing what I shouldn't be doing, how hurtful, how draining that was for me, how draining that was for the others, how many bad choices I made. I lost a lot of years, I lost a lot of life. So have the grace around that, and instead of going down to those holes of self-preservation, raise yourself up, and stand and forgive yourself, and love yourself, and be grateful that you finally start creating the unconscious awareness, and start keeping your words, and having more of that honesty, and willingness, and courage to return back to yourself, and to connect with yourself and your true power, and start redeeming yourself, uh, to uh, to to be of that true service to yourself and for others. I keep sharing about that. There's some personal experiences that were unfolding for years for me, and even very present. So sometimes I share some past experiences, what led me to become who I am today, and what transformation I experience, to share some wisdoms and lessons that we'll learn from those transformative process. But it is ongoing process. It's it's uh, it's some new experiences. What is helpful when that recognition that there's availability, there's a better choice to be made of stepping to the true source, can start quieting more and more and more that old programming, and become the situation can transform, and reality and experiences can transform in the blink of the eye, and attempting to take control, and of myself, and not attempting to control outside circumstance and control others, is much easier to recognize, and much easier to transform. So there is definitely hope. If you're feeling hopeless at this moment, that there is no possibility, there is great possibility, is finding that willingness, that it's time to awakening to your potential, and connecting with the source power, and dropping more and more of that mental power, and selfish power, and controlling power, and manipulating, because it's not serving you, not serving anybody, and not trying to even go there, that like, well, but some other people do it. let them do it, let them recognize, let them awake on their own. If they still that in such a dishonesty with themselves and with the others, sometimes we can just do so much, and showing them, and eventually sometimes maybe very unexpectedly, there will be a moment that they tired of being tired, and they start waking up without a lot of attempt to control or forcing anybody to do anything. Your presence will be enough, and they start recognizing that your expanded presence and conscious is enough for them, and that they can start expanding their presence and their conscious, and keep connecting and reconnecting with their source power, and living their legacy and making true difference for self and for others. So those couple days involves family members, other people. So it's a very intense process to move through, and I do the best to move through that and keep redirecting myself to keep returning to my source power, so my mind is not overtaking and making some decisions and making attempts of control. And it's an interesting dance, and especially if it involves family members and some health issues, it can be very challenging times, and trusting more that things will work out for the best and better than ever expected. Better if I just attempt to control and forcing anything and allowing for things to unfold. So trusting that this message will serve you, and will bring some sparkles to you. Would love to see what potential sparkles you seeing through that message, and what the potential where you are with your awakening process. And also would love to co-create together with some more awakened and conscious visionary and heart-centered leaders, women, to co-create something more authentic in a conscious community, to build more of that immunity to those unconscious forces, that manipulation, control, and creating more of that expansion of our presence, honesty, more of that compassion, joy, love together, where we are making in that co-creation difference for ourselves. We surrounding ourselves with like-minded and like-hearted people, so it's easier to keep practicing that connection to the source power, and also to ripple that to the others, to our families, to our communities, to our businesses, where we and to the world, where that true difference is being recognized and felt, and inviting others to that transformation and stepping to their source power. And that's how our world will be transformed, and more people will be transformed. So feel free, if you're interested in learning more about it, put in a comment section, connect. I also believe share the link to the website awaken-women.com, where you can find some free resources. There's weekly blog posts. There's link to my calendar to book some time together, or to connect. So feel free to reach out there and schedule some time, and we can see how we can co-create together. And I'm open. I keep opening my mind, my heart, my body, and my spirit to not attempting that things have to be certain way, but open to creating the connections with another conscious human beings, and seeing how we can co-create together, how we can expand presence. So I'm open to your ideas. If you have some, feel free to reach out, and we can explore more how we can create that through co-creation together, and how that can make that difference for us, and make that true difference for others, and help with living that true legacy for us. So without further ado, sending so much love, joy, peace, light, and compassion to you. And see you around next week. Take care.